Oh, jeez. Forgot I left this pile of crap on the floor. Oh, man. This stuff has been over here for quite a long time. Oh, shit. Oh, hey, I've been looking for that. Oh, nice. Okay. Huh? Oh, hey! Just look at that. It's the Toxic Avenger. What? You don't know who the Toxic Avenger is? Ah, come on. Yeah, you know, Toxie, America's #1 superhero. He was created by this weirdo, Lloyd Kaufman. If you don't know who this guy is, look him up.
Look at this photo I found of him online. I love how he's pictured next to Stan Lee.
One guy created the Marvel Comics, a franchise that would later be purchased by the family-friendly company Disney. The other guy created a film called Poultrygeist, a gross-out movie that literally has a scene where a zombie chicken comes out of the toilet and goes straight up a guy's ass and kills him. Anyway, the Toxic Avenger franchise spans across 4 separate films, and even a cartoon series called The Toxic Crusaders, more geared towards children, of course. They even made action figures of this stuff, including video games. Hell, there's even a Toxic Avenger musical. That brings us to the Toxic Avenger Marvel comics, which were created in 1991. This video isn't about what the Toxic Avenger is. It's more of opening up this comic's pages and kind of exploring what's inside. There's some interesting pages, some interesting art in here, and I just thought it'd be kind of fun to look at it here on camera. This particular comic I have here is issue 8. I actually found it at a thrift store, and it is the second part to a 2-part story. There's 11 Toxic Avenger comics total, and they're all pretty cheap online. I've considered buying the others, but for now, all I have is this guy right here. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go ahead and open her up and see what's inside. What? All right, looking good. Okay, I can touch it. Let's see here. What do we got inside? Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. Sonic on the Genesis. Look at that. Sonic the Hedgehog. That's the first game, it looks like. Yep, right there. Dang, so that's like, what was that? 91, this particular one came out. Oh, geez. That's pretty old. I actually have that game. It's a pretty good game. Let's see. So basically, I've already kind of read this. Basically, this is the part 2 to the, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, Souvlaki sewer syndrome. This is part 2, basically. And it kind of starts, you got this big ooze pile kind of washing up on the beach here next to the Statue of Liberty. So obviously, we're in New York. And you're not supposed to know yet. Well, maybe you do know if you read the first one. But basically, Toxie is inside of this big blob and basically tries to climb the Empire State Building. So it's kind of like King Kong. This guy right here, he's got a pretty funny line. Look at this, look at this. He's like, 911, help fast. There he is right there, right? And then he goes, something foul is molesting Lady Liberty. I guess that's kind of what he's doing. He's kind of getting all up in Lady Liberty over there. That's not good. Toxie's gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, then you kind of got these people. They're eating this food, and for some reason, it's bad. It's like a corrupt, polluted food that this evil company is selling, and they all jump down into the sewer after they've eaten it, and more on that, I guess. But then look at this right here. Look at these. Hold on. Look at these sick freaking X-Men comic figures. Look at these little guys. Look at these little action figures. Isn't that kind of cool? Just like them to advertise. This is the first of a lot of X-Men ads in this particular comic. I've noticed this thing is just completely stock filled with X-Men ads. It's pretty ridiculous, actually. But I mean, hey, who's complaining? You know, X-Men's pretty cool. So you go turn the page here. Yep, these are the people in the sewer. They're coming up. They're basically zombies. People are running from them. Yeah, they're not gonna get me. Make way, they ain't eating me. Hilarious. Hockey. If you're in the hockey, here you go. You get a special offer. I guess that's cool. I don't know. Was Wayne Gretzky in there somewhere? I don't know. I don't even know who that is. I just know he's a guy. All right, let's see here. So yeah, then you got the evil bad guys. They're doing evil stuff. He's calling his buddy over here, you know. And basically, they're trying to find Toxie and you over here, and they got the military attacking, and he seems pretty happy inside this thing. By the way, he talks a lot about whatever I've been absorbed by, I like it, and he says it's like bliss in there. It's peaceful. I guess he feels like he's probably in his mother's womb. It's the only way I can think about it, but he doesn't really know what he's in yet. So it's kind of weird. And then, so the military's shooting. He's like, oh crap, what's going on? Oh no. That's when he decides, okay, time to split this big booger. And he fucking jabs his mop right out of the thing's nose. There you go. Thought that was pretty funny. So you come over here now. Yeah, he's climbing. He got out. He's swiping it. Look at this. Boom, more X-Men. You got some Spider-Man too, so it's probably just kind of Marvel in general. I guess it is a Marvel comic, so they're heavily trying to market. Like they're heavily trying to market this. They're like, "Hey guys, you guys like Marvel? Check out all this Marvel crap." Oh, interesting. I wonder what Disney would think today by advertising Marvel as a brand on Toxic Avenger comics. I mean, these comics are pretty tame, I guess you could say, compared to the movies, I should say. But yeah, there you go. You got him. He's kind of falling down. And then this page I found particularly interesting. It's just an advertisement of a bunch of different comics. Like you got Punisher, all of this different stuff. Robin, Sleepwalker. What the heck? I don't even know what that is. Batman, Legends, Dark Knight. Cool. Okay, what else we got here? Ghost Rider. A lot of Marvel. And then you got Lobo, which isn't Lobo DC? That's kind of weird. Huh, maybe it's just like, maybe I could be wrong. Oh yeah, look, Wonder Woman, yeah. So it's just like an advertisement in general, I guess. That's kind of interesting. Maybe the distributor of these comics kind of distributes? I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Let's see. Yeah, we got Hulk. Let's see. Greatest Joker stories. Cool. It's like a compilation, I guess. Catwoman. Let's see. Aliens. So if you're into aliens, Terminator. Oh, you gotta have that. What's that? Was that Vampirella? Interesting. I think I've heard of that. You got She-Hulk. I just thought this was cool to look at. All the comics that were out at the time. Look at these prices too. Honestly, these prices aren't much different to what the actual Toxic Avenger comics cost online. They're anywhere from $1 to $10. $10 is like the most expensive. So I think that's pretty interesting. Definitely makes it easy, since there's only 11 of them, to collect them all. So basically, what do you got? Yeah, you got this mad scientist guy. He's going to try to do something later, but it doesn't really work out. You'll see. More X-Men. Look at that. Call that number and battle the X-Men's deadliest enemies. Huh. I wonder what happened if you called that number. I wonder if you'd still be able to battle the X-Men's deadliest enemies. Probably not. It's probably long since disconnected, or it's somebody's phone number. Well, okay, so here we go. He's stamping into the city now. He's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, I guess because they're the ones who created the food. So because the people ate the food, it turned into this thing, and he's just realizing that. But of course, he's evil, so he's like, oh, cool, I made this thing on accident with my evil food or something. And then you got all these people, look at that big ol' scene right here. Just look at that. Big ol' action panel. Look at the military down there. They're so small. Now let's see. So he finds 6th Avenue. This is where he was looking for, I guess. He's been trying to track down these guys. That happens to be where the giant monster is now. And then he tells this mad scientist, he's like, come on, you have to stop it. You're my mad scientist. Okay, what? Then he says, I got it. I'll use one of my remote controls. He's like, I'll run through all the frequencies until I find one with a vibe that repels it. Right? Because that's science. That makes sense. That's kind of how that stuff works. So he's fighting it, and he's like, all right, check this out. I'm going to use my ray. Right? He's going to use his ray. Oh, he's beep, 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 or whatever he's firing at. Anyways, it just quickly changes to, you fool. It's not repelling the monster. It's attracting him. Change your stupid frequency. And for some reason, I'm trying, Chairman, but it seems to be, I guess it's jammed. So he tried one frequency, and the first frequency happened to attract the monster, and now he can't change the frequency again. That's kind of ridiculous, but I mean, all right, whatever. So basically, is that Wolverine? Oh my god. That's Wolverine. Why has he got a bald spot on his head? Where's his claws? That has to be Wolverine. Look at his hair. Was he chilling on the beach? What is this? Weird. So he smashes through the building because he's being attracted now. Everybody's like in pain. That sucks to be in pain. Then, oh, this is interesting. Look at this. It says, we all must deal with the monster within. So this is like an anger management hotline in the middle of this comic. It says, we all have our own anger and pain, and keeping it inside can do a lot of damage. And they're using the Hulk for this ad. Kind of funny. Call the Boys Town National Hotline and talk to somebody who can really help. And no matter how serious your problems are. So, shoot. That's kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of deep, you know, just I'm reading this monster comic and it's like, hey, do you got anger problems? You know, do you have issues in your life? We will listen. We will help you. That's kind of weird. I wonder if Boys Town National Hotline is still a thing. I don't know. That'd be interesting to try to give that a call. I mean, not that I have any anger issues or any, sometimes I do turn into the Incredible Hulk, but I mean, I don't know why I do that. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, so that's pretty much the end of this thing. They all try to, you know, he tries to tell him he's the hero, and they're like, oh, you're a monster, so they shoot at him. He's like, whatever. And then this guy, because they've been shooting, these guys have been shooting things the entire comic, and he's like, what? They don't give us real bullets, question mark? Because none of their bullets have really worked in this comic, so I think it's funny that he's questioning if the bullets are even real at this point. So they capture the bad guys, and then you got these two little gargoyle things. I'm sure they're, integral to the overall plot of the story. And then look at this next. Rap monster Toxie. Wow, rap monster. Is Toxie gonna rap for us? I don't know, but that sounds hilarious. And that's pretty much it. You know, you get the Toxie Times, which is kind of this fake newspaper where people basically just kind of mail in questions, it looks like. Let's see, what's one of these? Let's see. I have been collecting all the Toxic Avenger comics, and I love them all, but I'm going to have to agree with Josh, blah, 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 when he said, lose the mop. Toxic needs something more powerful than a mop. What? No. The mop is funny because he was like a janitor before he became the Toxic Avenger, and the fact that he's constantly trying to clean up toxic messes while being a toxic mess himself is hilarious. I like the mop. They should not get rid of the mop. That guy, what's your name, sir? You still alive? Sir? I disagree. So, got a bunch of coupons. Ooh, look at that. Dungeons and Dragons, Dark Sun. Interesting. Interesting. Well, and then last but not least, look at that. An advertisement for X-Men. Ooh, what's it on, though? This is on, ooh, that looks like NES for sure. Let's see. Stranded on a deserted island. Yeah, there you go. That's that X-Men game right there. Interesting. Well, there you go. That was issue number 8. Look at that. Issue number 8 of the Toxic Avenger. The Solvalki Sewer Syndrome, Part 2 of 2. So yeah, I just wanted to read this on camera. I thought it would be kind of fun, you know. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do next for my next video. I didn't really intend to do videos at first. When I made those Dreamcast videos, I just kind of posted them on Facebook. The first one where I found those saves on the memory card. I didn't really think anything of it, but I thought, hey, why not post them on YouTube? So, you know, I went ahead and posted them on YouTube. But, yeah, there you go. I mean, I'll think of something. Maybe I'll review Garbage Pail Kid cards. How about that? You guys like Garbage Pail Kids? I'm talking to myself here, but I don't know. We'll see what I do for my next video. There you go.